We have a special guest, Mr. Joseph Trujillo, and I'm super honored to be interviewing today. He's been on our organization here for a little bit over a year, and he's absolutely doing amazing. So I'm excited to interview him, and he's going to be sharing some golden nuggets. Without further ado, let's get started. So great morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today and listening to this opportunity. And I just really want you to listen to this opportunity from a perspective that this can be a life-changing opportunity. And for me, it was. I've been here for 18 months. I'm just going to share a little bit of my background. I've been in the business 15 years. So I just started yesterday, 15 years in the business. And what I initially started with a small brokerage in 2006 at the boom of real estate. But right away, I understood in 2006 that the market was really easy, made a lot of money, but then I ended up going under with the market, 6 months after that. Went to a rough time. I didn't get back into business until 2008, October, found myself a mentor, joined the big brand Remax, and joined this 45-year-old veteran. And he basically taught me the ropes and taught me everything I know. Under that franchise, I sold 800 properties. Then when my broker passed away, which was my mentor, I ended up looking for a new home, stumbled upon Keller Williams, absolutely loved that company. I was there for 3 years. The last 6 months actually had a leadership position as well. And one of my business partners now, during that transition and when I was in the leadership position, Rosie Rodriguez, she introduces me this model that you're about to see today. And for me, when I looked at this was the absolute most exciting thing for me that I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't go to sleep for 24 hours, and here it is. So let me tell you guys about this company and who actually created it here. So the guy that created it, his name is Glenn Sanford. He created the company back in 2009, and he was the guy that created the infrastructure and technology for Keller Williams. And what he noticed also in 2009, that a lot of these companies let me see here. I'm sorry. We're waiting for someone else. Sorry. Alrighty. So yeah, it looks like somebody else. You guys can hear me, right? Somebody just tapped in a question. I'm sorry. I just got distracted here. But this guy here, his name is Glenn Sanford, again, 2009. So when he created the company, he created it with the intention of succeeding in real estate, growing his company. But in 2009, if you think about a cloud-based brokerage, was what an eXp is, in 2009, that sounded insane. But fast forward 2020 to today, cloud-based is absolutely the #1 way to be in business. And I'm going to share with you guys here a little timeline so you can see progress, of what the company has been throughout the years. Because a lot of people also think that the company is a brand new company. Well, the company's been around for 10 years. It started in 2009, and the most pivotal year for eXp was in 2018. And that year was pivotal year because the company was uplisted into the NASDAQ. So you as an agent in this company are a shareholder and you're earning stock awards from EXPI. So 2018, and that's actually when I joined. I joined right when the company had gone public. The company at that time had a little bit under 6,000 agents, and fast forward 18 months, the company is at 30,000 agents. So it literally tripled in size. It went from 6,000 to 30,000 agents in 18 months. So the next slide that I'm going to share with you guys here is just show you the importance of a cloud-based technology, right? We all heard of Airbnb, or most of us have. Airbnb is a cloud-based platform, has no real estate literally. And, Tony Robbins here is comparing the power of a cloud-based platform. And he shows Hilton as an example. It's a 99-year-old company worth $18 billion. And Airbnb, 10 years young, $31 billion. So that's the power of a cloud-based technology. And the next slide as well, you'll see another 2 big cloud-based platforms, Netflix and Amazon, especially with this COVID right now. A lot of people are home, and these platforms are more essential than ever. And a lot of people are watching Netflix series, and Amazon, everybody's able to order their things, through Amazon, getting deliveries, order their books and everything. So the reason why these platforms are so powerful is because they're anytime, anywhere. You can access these companies, and you could, receive value from them. And the same thing is happening with eXp. eXp is a cloud-based platform, and it's in position to disrupt the traditional real estate brokerage that the model in real estate has been the same since 1908. It's literally been the same, and it's been a top-down model. And I'll show you why, or I'll show you how these companies operate, right? So on the typical franchise or in the typical company, on the left-hand side, you see there's costly overhead, you're locally confined, you have inconsistent growth incentives, and you're also going to be limited to the technology and support of that company. The revolutionary cloud-based eXp company, we're cloud-based, so we're having skipped a beat. Even though this thing has happened right now, we haven't skipped a beat. We have live training over 40 hours a week, real-time support, international collaboration, and powerful equity opportunities. You as an agent are going to be able to acquire ownership in the company, and I'm going to show you how. And in the cloud-based environment, we have no desk fees. You can work from anywhere. You can cut all the brick and mortar costs, and you're going to also have paperless transactions. So again, every single thing as a real estate agent right now, you could do directly from the cloud, and you have access to all of that right now. When I say that we're all cloud-based, a lot of people think that we don't have offices, and it's far from true. So we also have partners that have physical locations, like Joseph Trujillo. He has a beautiful location in the city of Claremont, and it's an open to all agents. We have a location in Rancho Cucamonga. We have a location in Corona. We have a location in Whittier. We have a location in also West Covina. In addition to our Southern California Alliance here, we also have a partnership with Regis Corporate Suites. Regis Corporate Suites, I want you to think about like the Uber of office spaces, or like the Airbnb of office spaces. And you see here, these are very modern, beautiful office. You have Wi-Fi, coffee, you have a kitchen, you have a receptionist. You can do your work from there anytime, anywhere. And just to give you perspective, Regis has 300 locations all throughout California, and around the world, there's 3,000 locations. So you could literally go to LA County, Riverside County, San Bernardino County, Orange County. You have office spaces everywhere. And why I love that was because I would get to the point in time when I would get a referral in another city. And if my office was, too far away, my customer would automatically, have some sort of resistance of working with me. So I will tell you that having this in your back pocket is essential. And you're going to get a membership card. So you're going to basically be able to pull these lists up anytime, anywhere, and go use these beautiful offices at any time. The real-time support as well, every single day in the cloud. I mean, we have over 500 individuals, staff members that are there to empower our real estate agents. And they're available from normal business hours every single day. You can go in there, ask questions, any support. They want to fix your computer, they can do that remotely. All of those things could be done directly from the comfort of your home. The live training as well, that's another thing that's really been a paradigm shift. On average, since I joined this company, we've had anywhere from 50 to 60 classes weekly. When I was at Remax, I had 1 class a month. When I was at Keller Williams, I had 4 classes a week. Here at eXp, we have 20 to 30 classes a day. The really amazing part about it as well is that we have all of these classes on calendar, so you can actually, orient your day around, hey, I want to take a mastermind. I want to learn commercial. I want to learn luxury. I want to learn a buyer presentation, listing presentation. And the classes are being led live with real trainers that are doing big business in today's market. And we're doing everything in our cloud system called Burbella. Burbella is also a part of eXp World Holdings, which you are a shareholder as well as an eXp agent. And our cloud-based technology has now been embraced by Stanford University, San Diego University, and also we have an additional 20 companies right now that are demanding access to our platform because they want to facilitate their business. So cloud-based is being used, it's very effective, and we've been operating with this software for over 10 years. So we're definitely 10 years ahead of the game here. And you can see the classes, there's an average of 500-600 people. We have specialized departments, daily training, team collaboration, the works in the cloud. So the eXp solutions, what are you getting as tools as an agent with eXp? Well, I'm going to just share with you a statistic. So the 28 to 33% of realtors are uninsured in any given year. So here at eXp, we have eXp Agent Healthcare. We have insurance and medical costs, the telemedical services, And telemedical is basically the ability to see a doctor from the comfort of your home, and you have access to over 50,000 physicians, and you're also going to have access to mental health specialists as well. For more information, you have the link there, expagenthealthcare.com, and you can get that information. And if you guys have a question, I can even drop the link in the chat as well. In the next section, I'll show you the eXp Enterprise account. I love this because everything in our company is connected in one spot. We don't have to go to all of these different websites to access our resources. We have our enterprise account that links everything. If we want to look at our files, we go to SkySlope. If we want to, manage our contacts or generate new leads, we can click on our CRM. If we want to, brand or market or do some social media posts, we have our marketing center. If we want to collaborate with all of the other 30,000 realtors, or we want to create some referral opportunities, we can go to Workplace. Or if you want to access leadership, you can go into Workplace. So it's a very collaborative platform where you have every single thing in one place. The other thing that is a game changer here at eXp is that we have a KV Core conversion product that is going to literally be an entire business in a box. I have agents that sign up every single day just for this platform alone. This platform costs $6,000 a year, and this is how teams are doing 200, 300, 400, 500 transactions a year because they have systems and software just like this. This platform right here called KV Core is going to give you the ability to do everything you want. They're going to give you your own unique phone number, where it's going to automatically import and point everybody to your CRM. So your phone number is now going to become a lead generation tool, and it's also going to nurture that contact with our software. You're also going to have the ability to create landing pages, squeeze pages. You're also going to have the ability to do text blast, email blast. You also have campaigns that are already pre-built. You don't have to design these things. These things are already done. And you also have my favorite feature, the property alerts. I've had several different platforms throughout my career, and I'll tell you that I had to use almost 6, 7 different systems to do what this one system does. And when this whole Corona thing happened, I literally put together an email, and I just checked in with all of my contacts, and I said, hey guys, just want to let you know there's solutions. I put all of these awesome links about how they can get help, with their mortgages and everything. And I sent out an email to all 8,000 people in one shot with the video about myself. So just the ability to be able to touch all of your clients and customers at all times, it's so powerful. And the reason why we're losing business to these big platforms like Zillow and Redfin is because these platforms are specifically designed to keep people on those platforms. So if you don't have any technology that is keeping your customers engaged month over month, day over day, they're going to go live on those platforms. And the moment they click on a question, that lead is going to go to the highest bidder in that zip code. With KV Core, it brings the power back to you as an agent, and you're going to be able to get all the questions. When somebody wants to have a home value request, market report, everything is going to go directly to you. So KV Core is going to transform your business. Let's just say you wanted to do also branding and marketing. We're going to have everything dialed in for you. Business cards are already done. You can modify the templates, and you can design them. You can put your team logo, your brokerage logo. And that's another thing that I want to mention. Even though we are eXp, you as a eXp agent have the ability to brand and keep your brand the same. A lot of my friends have been really pouring everything into their brand for 5 to 10 years. So the thing is that you can keep your personal brand and then just power it by eXp. And I'll mention also, you have everything you need as far as listing presentations, buyer presentations, brochures, open house signs, for sale signs, the works. You have everything in there. Workplace, you also have specific groups. That's one of the other things I want to mention. You have specific groups in there that are masterminds, about KV Core, masterminds about mastering listings and lead generation, social media. There's different groups. It's super collaborative, and you can get a hold of people from all over the world. And we're in Canada, we're in the UK, and we're also in Australia. These are our core values as well. We have community, fun, agile, innovation, integrity, service, sustainability, collaboration, and transparency. When I looked at the core values, they're in direct correlation to what I stand for and what I believe in. So I absolutely love, what eXp stands for. So you're probably wondering, how do you become a shareholder at eXp? And this is how. The company has these awards set up. So we're not just going to give you little medals and, little certificates as awards. We're going to give you publicly traded stock for you doing what you love to do, which is to sell real estate. When you close your first transaction, the company's going to reward you with $200 of stock. When you cap at eXp, that means that you would have done $3 million in production for the year. You're going to pay $16,000 into the platform. Then you're going to go to 100%. You will then earn $400 of publicly traded stock. So they reward you for doing more. And let's just say that you also help the company to grow. You're someone that, maybe introduces, one of your buddies to the company. The company has something built into where if you help it to grow, it'll reward you for contribution. So when your buddy joins the company and does their first transaction, you as a referral agent will earn $400 of publicly traded stock. The fourth way, which is my favorite way, and Joseph's way, which I'm going to have on pretty soon here, and he's an icon agent. He already did this and he's on track to do this again. And I have several people in my organization that have also done this. This just means that you will have the ability to do your 3 million in production and then do 20 transactions for 1 calendar year. So let me just paint the picture. You would in essence have to sell 30 houses to get this award. If you sell 30 houses in 1 year, you're going to have the ability to have a $16,000 stock award. This blew my mind. I mean, I've been to, in companies for 15 years. I've never, ever had ownership throughout my career. When I left those companies, I left with my listings. I didn't leave with ownership. All of these are real awards that you can now call it like a real estate 401k. After 3 years, these shares and these awards are now vested, and then you could sell them. You could pass them down to your kids. You can do whatever you want with them. But this is real life-changing stuff here, guys. Really pay attention to this. And the fifth way that you can earn stock in the company is by actually purchasing stock, and you would get a 10% discount up to 5% of your closed commission. This is an optional program. I personally did opt into it because I want to get my hands on as much stock as possible. I currently have 2,500 shares of stock in this company, and I'm absolutely loving it. So what I will also say is that the company, this just shows you a little bit about the growth year over year. And again, the most pivotal year was 2018 and 2019. Those 2 years, the company absolutely exploded. And it exploded because of what I just said, the ownership. We are the owners. We are the ones that are driving the growth. Just to give you guys perspective as well, the company has gained in the last 3 months, 6,000 agents. The company wasn't even 6,000 agents globally when I joined, and we gained 6,000 agents in 3 months. This is game changer. This is the way the industry is going, and more and more and more individuals are going to be going in this direction. The other amazing part of the company, and this is something that a lot of my agents are also participating in, is that, if you help the company to grow and you want to create some partnership and you really want to build a business, then this is going to impact your business in a big way. We have a revolutionary agent revenue sharing program. And I call it revolutionary because I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I'm going to show you guys a 5-year plan, right? A 5-year plan of something that potentially could happen if you take some action. And I'm going to use this as an example, okay? So let's just say that you tell 25 of your friends for the next 5 years. That means that you would have to tell 5 of your friends a year for the next 5 years. And this could be as easily as introducing them to someone like myself, and I could present them the webinar, explain to them the opportunity, and let's just say they join. Just because you made that referral, I'm going to say, let's just create a 5-year plan. You refer 25 agents to the company for the next 5 years, okay? So now, and also this, those 25 agents are doing 275,000 sales, six of those a year, and at a 2.5% commission. So every single one of those agents, just sold 6 houses a year at that price point. So it's not something like, something crazy large, right? I mean, obviously, I know that some of you that are in here, you're like, guys are doing that in a week, right? So I think that it's a very, very conservative. So 25 agents. Now what they do is that they introduce an additional 5 agents, for those 5 years. So that in essence means that they introduce 1 every year. And then what happens is that those 5 also have the same opportunity, and they introduce 3 over the 5-year span. Those 3 then introduce 2 agents over 5 years. And then those 2 agents introduce 1 over 5 years. And then that last one just introduces 1 over 5 years. So this is a pretty large organization. So you're probably thinking like, what would something like this earn me in revenue yearly? And again, what I'm going to show you is going to sound pretty like crazy. I just want to state that, but this is absolutely happening. There's people in our company that have already done that. And the revenue for this model here is $2.1 million a year. That's it. And this is for this model here. 25 agents times 5 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 1. This is a 5-year plan. And I'm going to show you guys also a 3-year plan. Let's just say that you guys are not, thinking about doing this in a big way, but you just make 15 introductions to the company, right? And I just want to tell you this for perspective. When I was at Remax and I was there for 8 years, I referred 50 agents to the company. We as salespeople, we automatically refer people to stuff that we love. So I referred, 50 people there. I referred 67 when I was at Keller. So this is something we naturally do as salespeople. We run across great, amazing human beings and we tell them about the stuff that we love. And hence now there's an opportunity for you to also be business partners. So let's just say you introduce 15 agents, 3 years, and those 15 in 3 years introduce 5, and those 5 introduce 3 in the next 3 years. This model here will earn you $251,000 in passive income a year. So let's just say that all of those agents that you introduced to the company only did half of the production. They only did 3 transactions a year. That means that instead of you making $250,000 a year, you would make $125,000 a year. Or let's just say that they just sold a house and a condo, right? They only sold like 2 houses. So instead of you making 125, you'll make something like $75,000 a year. So any way you want to look at this, this is abundantly awesome for yourself as a partner of this company. And this is why I loved it, because every company I've ever been part of, I've always helped it to grow. And now I'm getting rewarded for helping the company to grow as well. This is the 7-level system. So you're getting paid not only on the first generation, you're getting paid all the way to generation number 7. And if you have specific questions about this, I'll be more than happy to answer it at another time. But this is literally how the program works. 2,800, 3,200, 2,000, 1,200, 800, 2,000, 4,000. And this revenue is coming from the cap that the company is collecting. It's not impacting your agent partners. It's coming from the revenue side of the company. Somebody closes a deal, you get paid. The 22nd of the month is my favorite day of the month every month. In the next slide, we have international collaboration. So that's really powerful as well, because we have the ability to learn from other people in other markets and really honing in on what's working for them. And the international collaboration also creates referral opportunities. I had one referral that came in through, right when I had joined the company. We only had, under 2,000 agents in California. So we had somebody that wanted to move to Long Beach, raise my hand and say, I work the area. And I got a referral for $1.1 million listing. So that was really amazing. So the collaboration in there is really, really powerful. These are the different companies that are talking about eXp constantly. They're constantly on Trends, Market, Inman, Medium, Wave Group. And you probably have maybe met somebody or heard of somebody else that had joined the company. So it's literally everywhere. What I will tell you, what does it cost? You're probably wondering, what does it cost to be with eXp? Well, here it is. It's very plain and simple, black and white, very clear. We don't have any desk fees, no royalty fees, no franchise fees. The commission is 80-20. That's for everybody. And you have a $16,000 cap. So once you accumulate $16,000, then you go to 100%. What does it cost to join? It's $149 to start. It's $85 a month, and $25 broker review and $40 risk management. Those 2 fees, the $25 and the $40 fee, are only per transaction. So you're only going to have to pay those whenever you close a deal. But you're getting everything else. I mean, everything else I just talked about, you're getting it for $85 a month. And if you're interested in becoming a shareholder of the company, I would say talk to the person that invited you to this seminar. To this webinar. Whoever invited you to this webinar becomes, your resource and your partner and everything we do. And we're all one big family here at eXp. This is how you become a shareholder. You can go to join.exprealty.com. And that is basically the conclusion of the webinar. And I'm just going to show you a picture real quick. And then I'm going to bring Joseph up here because I'm pretty sure he's excited about sharing with you guys. But I'm going to share with you guys here quickly, the founder, when he was ringing the bell at NASDAQ, when, he was uplisted, and that was our whole board of directors. That was an exciting day. And another thing that I will say before I conclude is that we also have a leadership event, and we have Tony Robbins that is going to come and speak to our group for 3 days. I'm pretty sure after this whole thing is over, everybody's going to want to go out and celebrate and get empowered. So I'll tell you that this event is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to literally have thousands of people here, August 26th to 28th. Tony Robbins speaking to our group directly, and you're not going to believe the price. It's only $197 to see Tony Robbins for 3 days. So it's really, really exciting. So let me go ahead and stop this here. So thank you guys for listening. Let me go ahead and see how I can bring up my guest here. Let me go ahead and stop the share. Alrighty, stop the share here. And alrighty, Mr. Joseph, how we doing, my brother? Can you hear me?
I'm doing great, brother. I can hear you loud and clear, man. What's up?
What's up? What's up, bro? Thank you so much for taking the time, man, to bless us with your presence here. Just want to congratulate you on the success that you've had here with eXp. And I also want to acknowledge your leadership, man. You're somebody that pours into people consistently, man. And I was just part of one of your meetings, man. And you're just bringing tremendous value to our real estate community, man. And you're an icon, man. And I think you're one of the most foremost leaders in our industry, man. So people are going to really, really see that out there, man. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time. And what's up, bro? I can't see you, man. I can only see your.
You gotta unlock my video, my bro.
Oh, hold on a second. Really? I'm like, I want to see you, broski. Hold on a second. How do I do that there? Let me see. Okay, so how do I do the video thing, bro? Do you know how to do this thing?
Yeah, there should be in the participant section, I think. It'll show you and I as the host, and I think you may be able to unlock it there.
Participants. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, but it actually shows a camera off on your end.
Interesting.
Okay, make host. Change host. I just made you a host right now, so maybe that allows you.
All right, there we
go.
You
are. Boom. Yeah.
We're rocking, baby. We're rocking, man.
Yeah, you're looking like $1 million over here, broski. How we doing?
I'm feeling like $1 million, bro. I appreciate you guys tuning into this. All the participants that have joined. Hey, bro, you did it. You killed it. You did a great job on that webinar.
Thank you.
I'd like to really do like Q&As, but I'll tell you guys really quick about my takeaway from eXp, if I could. Personally, I mean, I never had an opportunity to, to join and be an owner of a franchise early. Never had that. It's always been a grandiose dream of me. So when I seen that opportunity to do it here in real estate, I jumped at the opportunity. And again, I've been with the company, what, 1 year and 5 months now. And I've, had a lot of blessings, a lot of success, most thankfully because of the team. So I run a team called California Home Professionals. You had mentioned we have an office that we launched here in Claremont, Upland, just January of this year. So yeah. I essentially did this model virtually for 1 year. And I thought it was a great testament to see. For me personally, I wanted to see, can I grow? Is my business going to expand compared to where I was at doing it virtually? And the short answer to that was yes. Yep. I went from I came from an independent model, and in that independent model, as a bi-locational or part-time agent, I had sold about 51 homes the year before at an independent model. And then when I came to eXp, I sold 63 homes in my first year virtually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
It's been
Congratulations.
Great. Thank you, my bro. Thank you, man. But I attribute that to a few things, and you touched upon them. One of those is the tools and the technology that this company provides. If I didn't have these tools where I was before, I was doing just old school sales hustle, shaking hands and kissing babies and taking care of people, right?
Right.
But coming here, I really, really did implement primarily that just the CRM, just the KV core resulted in at least another 10 transactions for me.
Wow. That's a game changer, bro. Yeah. And 10 transactions, 10 transactions is a lot of income. We're selling big, I think that's why, I'm in real estate, because we have, the luxury of having some pretty amazing commissions. So, 10 transactions added to your business, man, that's huge.
Yeah. Tremendously, bro. I mean, it just that in itself has propelled our business even more so. And as a team leader, it allows us, you know, to kind of contribute back to our team, continue to drive sales, because at the end of the day, that is a big takeaway for me, is that I did want to join a company that was going to be hyper in aggressive volume in terms of real estate.
Yep.
And I think we know, but maybe a lot of our participants don't know. You know, the 2020 trends just came out a few weeks ago, and we were the #1 top mover for transactions.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
huge.
It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, the number one independent, #1 independent in the nation. So
Yeah.
it's huge. I mean, this company is in every direction. It's just growing, and it's been in position, and especially with what's happening right now. I mean, we are in position to thrive, and I think it's also let's share. I'm going to ask you a question. Where was your team, and and how much has it grown? In this year, bro.
Right.
You've been here for a year, so share with everybody that might be thinking, does this whole expansion thing work, right?
Great question, brother. Yeah, and it has. So when I first came over, I think myself and a good partner of mine, Decatur Thornton, we had 2 or 3 of our team members join us from that other company. Ultimately, that broker and all her agents came on board as well. So she's a tremendous asset here at this company as well. And then last year we grew virtually to at least a 12-member team, which was strong, and we were a small elite unit just out there grinding. And this year, since we opened up our offices, we've grown to about 27 strong agents, and that doesn't include our revenue sharing model that you expanded on. So the team is strong. We are looking for motivated, people that want to go out there, be in a culturally driven, inspiring, motivational model where we're not going to just sell a lot of homes. We're going to help a lot of people win and continue to build a model that, has an exit strategy. I mean, honestly, like, bro, it's crazy out there. I personally don't want to be a 60-year-old, doing open houses, putting up signs on weekends. I'm in this so I can have time freedom and collectively build a positive business and be out there and help our buyers and sellers in these markets. So yeah,
Absolutely,
sure.
brother. No, it's I think that a lot of people don't think that, as the years progress, it's like, you can almost assure that whatever you're doing, you know, now, if you don't change anything, if you don't start to build a business, 10 years from now, I'm going to see you doing the exact same things. And that's what I see with our industry over and over and over. We have the same people that are doing exactly what they did the first day that they started. And that is not a business. And eXp has created a solution. And now we truly have a business that we can really build and empower and collaborate with one another, which is, where the world is moving all together. So I guess the other thing I want you to share is like, what do you think is like one of the top 2 or 3 things that you would say that, if somebody's considering joining eXp, like, just share with them top 2, 3 things that you would say that are like, man, this is a game changer.
So #1 would be, if you're going to join eXp, and actually we kind of covered this in my other session this morning, is the alignment is huge. So, and that's like, as an icon agent, I have the pleasure of participating in these masterminds behind the scenes. And there's a lot of great people that are joining this company. I mean, we could go through who's joined in the last few months, and there's going to be some big names in there, right?
Yeah, head turners.
But locally and in terms of your own business, you want to have a support structure that's going to be there for you. So we run a hybrid model here locally in our region. And in my opinion, we have the most formidable leadership. And so whether they connect with you or me or Gabriel or Rosie or Decatur, I mean, we have the best in the business here that are helping each other win. So that alignment is going to be congruent with their success, in my opinion. So that's #1. #2 is immersing yourself in the system. So willy-nillying it and just trying to wing things doesn't work. So especially now in this time of COVID-19, we all have a lot of time. We can create a lot of time at home where you can learn the systems, get more educated. I mean, like, the education is ridiculous here at eXp.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to tap into there and do, classes at your schedule, at your leisure with national coaches, top producers, icon agents, and not pay nothing for it essentially is
Yeah.
bananas, bro. I mean, admittedly, I used to pay $500-600 a month to be a Tom Ferry, coach. And so,
Right.
and it was worth it. I took a lot away from it, but now
Yep.
to be able to go into the eXp world and have all that for essentially free, bro, you can't replace that, right? And
Right.
and taking that
Invaluable.
education and applying it right now, especially during this shift, whether it's a full shift or whatever that ends up being after these doors open up, to be more educated, to be better scripted, to be more knowledgeable about your craft and implementation of that with the right people, that's how you're going to win.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, brother. And what would you also say? I mean, thank you for sharing those nuggets because I think they're very essential. The leadership, the alignment, the ability to tap into these different leaders and coaches. And that's the beautiful part of what I love to do. Is just like, we have access to these really intelligent, brilliant people that are, they're very smart, and we have access to them from our platform, from the comfort of our homes, literally. And this is one of the other things too. It's like that I see a lot of my colleagues out there that are kind of lost, and I'm like, man, we have a system that's already been developed for you guys. Like, you guys can literally step in here. You don't have to wait for anything. You could start right now building your systems at home. We can set you up on digital, farming, and get you set up on KV Core. Those will be amazing things that are going to add business to your platform. And I want to also share, you to share a little bit about that. Obviously, with this whole COVID situation, the business has changed, right? But
Right.
I see you guys that are still, you guys are still out there making it happen. And obviously not in person. You guys are doing a lot of virtual stuff, but just share some of that stuff, for some of our listeners, and how you guys been able to cope with the change and because of the tools that you have.
Okay. Yeah. Great question. So I think the number one thing for us was our business adaptability, right? And so nobody expected this to happen, obviously, but we were already aligned with the future, right? So if there's one takeaway from this, is just that, none of us have, crystal balls. We didn't know this was going to happen, but what we do know is that business in real estate has changed. And if you're not adapting to what's happening in just your own business model, then there's a good chance you're going to be left behind. So we weren't waiting at home, twiddling our thumbs, waiting to do real estate. When this did happen, when we got locked down and when we couldn't do, business as usual, we hit the ground running. I mean, virtually, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And so by having true virtual systems, I'm not talking about us doing Zoom. I'm talking about us connecting with people live in our eXp world, day in and day out, being able to reach out to our sellers and buyers, nurture those relationships, educate them with the foremost, noteworthy and information that's relative to them in their residential markets.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's propelled us during this time. And it really, really has been staying tuned to what their needs are, being there for them, and then applying that in, modern day technology tools and techniques. So for example, like our open houses, obviously we couldn't do those, the way we traditionally had done them. And so our adaptation of implementing like 3D services, getting people out there to be able to show the home in the most effective manner, and then getting those tools out to a more broader base has enabled our sellers to sell their homes, right? At price points that they want, and then also continue to build and nurture buyer relationships for future business.
Absolutely. Love it, bro. Love it. Love it.
Cool.
Another question. I got one last question, because I think a lot of people may be wondering, what is an icon agent? What is an icon agent? What does it mean to be an icon agent, right? And I touched this briefly. We're just not giving you a plaque. You know what I mean? I think plaques and certificates are amazing. That's amazing. That's cool. But, we have real awards. So just share about that, bro. What does it mean to you to be an icon agent? And, what could it potentially mean to somebody out there that is, thinking about potentially considering making a move, or, just being curious about it?
No, certainly. The first thing I'd like to say about being an icon agent is, bro, anybody can be an icon agent. Everybody,
Yeah.
every single agent out there. Like if you did 5 deals last year, right? If you come into this system and really dedicate yourself and put your action forward, you can hit icon agent with this company. And so I knew that that was one of my goals when I came in. I said, you know what? I got my business plan in place and I'm gonna just take massive action and I'm gonna go out there and do what I do best and implement the tools. And sure enough, you know, I was blessed to be able to cap with this company, which is really, really a small cap in my opinion. And then after the cap, I sold about an additional 20 homes in, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. And that enabled me to, you know, be a candidate for this Icon Agent Award, which the 16,000 that I got back in my cap, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Cause I don't know, I've never been part of an organization that rewarded me for doing my job. You know,
Exactly.
it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's like,
it is.
Yeah. So I'm doing my job and to be able to have that nest egg now and let it build and let watch it grow and let it just sit there and mature and ride the wave that we're all going through right now. At the end of the rainbow, it's going to be incredibly profitable and well worth the investment.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there are some cultural requirements that I love, bro. I absolutely love them. I get an opportunity to mentor agents all across the nation. And so I help them, like entry-level agents. I help them with their first 3 transactions, show them how to transact, and then continue to nurture those relationships. I know in that mentorship program, I've already have like 5 really great success stories where brand new agents are selling 10 plus homes in their first year. So really, really cool. And then the last is, again, participating in the eXp world and being able to share, you know, opportunities like this, events, contributing to the culture through education. So all that combined, it gives you a sense of community, right? And so that community base, I bring it back. I try to give it to my team. We build, we grow, and ultimately, we're just on a path to just be incredibly successful and just help as many people as possible.
Very cool, man. Thank you so much for sharing your nuggets, bro. Thank you so much for your time. And I want to open it up. Maybe there's somebody there that wants to type in a question for Joseph. Maybe we could answer a question here. We'll have another minute, you know, a couple of minutes or so, or not, you know, depending on the questions that we have. But I think that you answered the questions amazingly. I mean, is there anything else you want to say, like a last comment or like, aha? Aha, yeah.
That's great, bro. No, I would encourage everybody, whether you're eXp or not, you know, continue to just keep your options open. You know, take a look at what's out there, grow with other individuals. I think this is a momentous time for us to be able to kind of like gather in arms. I mean, I'm a firm believer that this is a revolution. This is a time when we're realizing that maybe the circles that we are in or the information we were given before isn't necessarily true in terms of our business. I mean, I know for me, being able to come into a model where I'm building my own asset and not helping somebody else build theirs is key.
Yeah, it's game changer. Yeah, and I think that, I mean, a lot of people haven't had a lot of time to really ask those bigger questions in their business because a lot of people are in the day in and day out of their day, and they're selling a house and they're representing a buyer and they're representing a seller. So I think the beautiful thing that what is happening right now is that a lot of more people are asking the bigger questions. You know, what really am I doing? You know, where am I contributing to? And I really think that I really want to hone that home is that, you know, whoever's listening, if you guys are stuck with us this far, you know, to really just give yourself that opportunity to ask deeper questions about this, or to be at least curious and be open-minded. Because remember, the number one asset that got you to where you're at right now and the most success is keeping that open mind. The moment that you close your mind and you say like, no, I'm stuck right here, you're stuck right there. You're stuck right there. So this is like a momentous time, and the world is not changing. It has changed.
Right.
It has changed. Yeah, it has changed.
It has, bro. And yesterday I was talking to Decatur. We always have conversations about this too. And, you know, we were talking about pride, you know, and how it can be a crutch. And so
Yeah.
oftentimes, you got to put that pride away. You got to take the blinders down, and take things for what they are. Sometimes I think, even during this time that we're all going through a lot of challenges, there's a lot of humility too.
Yeah.
And coming out of this, we're going to come out of it, sooner than later. And when we do, again, the perceptions are going to become reality, and then it's going to create an abundance for a lot of people. So it's going to be fantastic. I'm real positive about it, brother.
Yeah, no, I know it, bro. I know it, man. I see it. I see you every single day leading your pack, man. And you're out there making it happen every single day. You dressed up nicely, Mr. Worldwide, with the turtleneck and everything. You're making it happen, bro. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I'm honored to have you here today on this webinar. And, excited to have you back again soon. But I think without further ado, actually, hold on. There was somebody here to ask a question. Cool. Let me see. So there was a question about recruit. Is there a certain dollar amount earned from each sale or of a recruit, or a percentage of the sale? So yeah, they're just asking if you earn revenue on every recruit. Do you want me to answer that? You want to answer that?
Yeah, no, I'll pick it apart. So yes, the short answer to that is yes, you do. So every time it's a contribution. In this company, you're an owner of your own enterprise. That's why this company is so agent centric. That's the beauty of it, is it's not a top to bottom, model. This model is upside down. We're agents, we're all in unison, and we're benefiting from the revenue that's earned. So yes, every time you attract an agent and they come to this company and they contribute through sales and they're just doing their job, you'll earn a percentage of the gross commission that home sells for. And that commission comes from the company dollar, not from the agent's money. So the agents always keep their money. You just earn the benefits from the company dollar, so to speak. And it's prolific, guys. It's significant. It's layered, and I mean, it's too much.
Yeah. No, it's really, really amazing. Yeah. So every time that someone closes a transaction, you're going to earn a percentage of that. So that was a great question. Thank you so much for asking that question. So let's see, there's another question here. What's the cost for signs, flags, business cards, internet website, and forms? Will the brokerage assist with the cost? So I think I can answer that. So we do have signs, flags, business cards. We have all of the things that you would need here to succeed in real estate. We do have a provider or a vendor that you can order directly from our platform. And I always say, if you have a friend that is a printing company or someone else, you could match and say, okay, is the platform going to give me a better price, or is this, or is my friend that I've been using for a while? So you kind of want to compare it. As far as the brokerage assisting with that, the thing that they will do as a gift is that they're giving you your first 1,000 business cards for free. So you're not going to have to pay for your business cards. You will have to basically order your new signs. But what I did personally, I'll share with you my experience, is that I had Keller Williams signs, but I've always been branded myself as a team leader. I've always had a name of Exclusive Property Advisors. That's my team name. So all I did was that I told my printing company, hey, can you give me a couple of stickers? Because I had like 25 of those signs. So what I did is I just put a sticker over the KW as a temporary, adjustment. That worked. And then obviously I ordered my new signs and everything else as well. All right. So thank you for that question, by the way. And any other questions? I mean, we're here. Joseph is here to answer questions. I'm here to answer questions. I mean, we really want to get you guys, obviously to really have all those questions answered. And we could always do a one-on-one as well. Whoever invited you here, just let them know, hey, you know what? I want to have a one-on-one. We're 100% available. That's the one thing that I would say about Joseph and myself and everyone else in the organization, that we're here. We're here for everyone. We're all in this together, and we have an initiative, no agent left behind. I mean, we don't want anybody out there to be experiencing, extra unnecessary, pain in the business when there's help that you can get at any time. So another question here that came through, are there agents in every state? You want to take that one, bro?
Yes, sir. So there certainly is. eXp is in all 50 states, guys. All 50 states. We've also launched in Canada, Australia, United Kingdom. There's countries like Mexico, Central America, the Philippines coming on online. Projections are that we'll be in at least 30 new countries, 30 countries total in the next 5 to 7 years. So the growth is abundant, and that knowing that that's where the company is going, all that does is create more opportunity for you. So just like we were talking about with the revenue sharing and the attraction model, you're going to be able to tap into agents in Texas, New York, New Mexico, Canada, London. So imagine that power, especially this, guys, with this social media, everybody's here. So you're going to be able to grow legs essentially everywhere. You are not going to be limited to just your local region or city or brokerage. So it's huge.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for answering the question, bro. That was awesome. Yeah. So yeah, every state, and you know, currently we said that we're at 30,000 agents right now, and I'll just give you guys estimates. Right, there's about 2.2 million real estate agents in North America, and then the best estimates show that there's another 20 million real estate agents around the globe. So if you're also asking yourself, are you too late to the party? This is a brand new opportunity here in Southern California. I mean, the company's been around for 10 years, but in our Southern California right now, we're just getting started of what's possible. And you will see people joining every single day. There's about 70 to 80 agents right now joining on a daily basis, and that number will continue to grow. It's not a question if people are going to join eXp, is are they going to join because of your introduction or not? They're going to move over regardless. So let's see. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions that you guys have in there?
There's a question in there about, I heard someone can join without having a real estate license. How does that work? Unfortunately, you can't. You know, you have to be a licensed real estate agent, because that's what we do, guys. We sell and buy a lot of homes. So that's our foremost business model here. Everything else is just abundance that comes on top. It's just the icing on the cake, but you do have to have a license. So if you don't have it and you need help on where to get one, you can reach out to me or Leo. We'll put you in the right direction so you get licensed and start prospering.
Yeah, because you can get your license in 3 months. So for sure, we can point you in the right direction. We actually have a eXp real estate school, so I can send them over the link.
Awesome.
So cool. So it's 10:54. We got another 6 minutes here. I mean, I committed to, you know, basically an hour of this webinar. I mean, but if I don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and conclude it. Actually, there's another question here. Can we do real estate in other countries, for example, Mexico? So I'll take the question. So basically what that means is that you can refer business. So let's just say you had business in Mexico or somewhere else. You can refer it and refer it to someone that is licensed, or I don't even know how the licensing works in Mexico, to be honest, but whatever structure that they have in place. Yes, I mean, and in Mexico specifically, we will be fully open by 2021. I actually have a massive group in Mexico City that's going to be coming over with over 900 agents in that area that already have market share that are waiting for this opportunity to become available in Mexico. So yes, you could absolutely do business and expand into Mexico. And yes, you can earn revenue if you create a referral opportunity.
Yeah, and I've actually done that, like in Canada. So I had a referral that I sent out there. They did all the work, and when the transaction closed, I got paid directly right from eXp.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. So actually, look, there's another question here. They said thank you for asking the question. What kind of training do you offer? Can you talk a little bit more about the classes? You want to talk about that, Joe? Or you want me to talk about it?
So if you're referring to the virtual model, okay, because we do have like a hybrid thing going on locally. Virtually, there's going to be over 50 classes regularly. There's over 50 classes that are done live, online, again, with top coaches, top producers, icon agents that are giving the instruction. Recently, though, because of everything that's been going on, we've had 100+ classes going on. And we actually have a program right now called Excel, where if you're interested, if you're licensed and you want to see how dynamic that world is, reach out to me or Leo, and we can set you guys up with guest passes in order to take a peek and see how explosive that training is and how much value that's going to give you guys in your real estate business. So, and then with that, you'll also be able to see the laundry list of classes that we have going on. Everything from luxury real estate to investments, flipping, commercial real estate. I mean, you name the topic, it is going to be in there.
Yes, absolutely. And then what I just did is I dropped in a link as well. This has the full calendar for the classes, so you can actually see that. So I'm going to go ahead and I put it in the chat, and I'm also going to answer it here live. So that is going to show you the entire calendar in eXp. And like Joe just said, we have a 60-day guest pass. So like, we're not going to tell you how awesome these classes are because you literally have to experience them yourself. So with the 60-day guest pass, to whoever invited you here can get you that guest pass. So just let them know, hey, can I get a guest pass? That person will be able to set you up within minutes. And what eXp is going to do is that they're going to send you over login details to download the eXp world, and you're going to have access to our training for 60 days, basically. So absolutely, you can check it out and really go dive deeper into it. So another question here is a good business model for a part-time agent, bro? And I think that you should answer this question specifically because, look, let me share with you guys. If you guys don't know Joe, Joe also has another job that he's been participating. So just share about that, bro. Share about that, man.
Yeah, I'll spit a little knowledge on it. So yeah, I have, when I kicked off my real estate career in preparation for an exit strategy, I did it part-time, or I really call it bilocational because I tend to be two places at one time. And it has been a lot of work, but it's also, provide a lot of benefits. So I do two jobs. In real estate, I've had the pleasure of being able to be really, really successful at it. So again, here at eXp, last year, part-time, bilocational, I sold about 63 homes, close to about 30 million in production, managed a team, 27 agents now, a lot more in my revenue sharing model, and also regular life. I have, I got 4 kids, a wife, a lot of great friends. So handling all that, creating a structured and scheduled business is important, but it is absolutely the best place to be if you're a part-time agent. Last year on my team, I had 4 people that were part-time. This year, 3 of them went full-time just because they're doing so great. So yes, absolutely, 120%.
Perfect. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate the answer. And last question is, are you related to Pit Bull, Mr. I'm just kidding, bro. That was me. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, broski. I'm pretty sure somebody. Yeah. I'm pretty sure somebody in here was wondering. All right, cool, man. So that'll conclude our webinar. It's 11 o'clock on the dot, dude. Thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. You blessing us with all your knowledge and your time. And yeah, let's keep going, bro. I'll see you soon, man.
Let's build, guys. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, peace. All righty.